Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. I'm Marina, the Trader Chick Villatoro, and this is my book review. So, I have to be honest with you. I never ever read these types of books and near death experiences or anything that woo-woo-ish to me. It's just something that I just don't read, right? I have absolutely no idea what caused me to pick this book up. Well, obviously, I can't hold it physically here. Living in Guatemala, I'm not able to actually have physical books, so everything goes through Kindle for me or on my iPhone. So somehow I was simply pulled to this book, right? When I first started it, I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure why I'm reading it, but there's some reason for it. This book has changed my life on every single level. I don't even know how to be grateful enough for reading this book. This book has changed everything for me, as in the way I look at things. This woman's near-death experience, which she writes in complete detail, and what she experiences afterwards. You don't have to be spiritual, you don't have to be religious to simply read about it, and you don't even have to think about what happens, in the other world, if there is even another world. What this book really focuses on is our fears, that we are actually more dead than alive right here, right now, because of the fears that we have in our heads that make us completely stop. It shows how irrelevant they are, how so irrelevant they are, and how completely unimportant they are. And what this book brings you to is understanding complete and true unconditional love for yourself and how wonderful you are just the way you are. Nothing else. You do not need to be any more because you are perfect with all your imperfections as you are. And life is so short. It's so short. And we waste so much time judging ourselves, judging others, living in fear, living in disgust, living in hate, mainly for ourselves, and how pointless and useless it all is. So, this book, no matter where you are in your life, no matter what you want to do with your life, no matter who you want to be, whatever, it will completely change your perspective, right? And isn't that like the most important thing, is to shift that mindset that we have, because so much of it is full of junk, like total junk. All these fears, all these worries, none of them matter. None of them they're horrible, right? So this book somehow manages to erase all that. It helps you wake up and realize, what am I doing? The amount of time I have wasted on nothing, how unimportant, how frivolous it is, and I'm not living. I am not living to my full potential. So this book will bring you, if anything at all, realization of self-love and unconditional love. And really, in reality, that's all it is. When we start to fear, when we start to judge, we get away from the self-love. We get away from the amazing humans that we are meant to be, that we are not meant to be, that we are. Every one of us, right? We have a gift. Whatever your gift is, it doesn't matter. Your fear clouds it. Your fear keeps you from exposing it and keeps you from shining. So this book alone, just if you could just get that you're perfect and find your unconditional love for yourself, I can't even like express what this book will do for you. The intense change in the way you perceive things, right? I've always, since starting to read all these books, I tell my children a lot that they have to first fully love themselves before they can love anyone else. Because if they don't have true unconditional self-love, not egotistical or narcissistical love, but just genuine self-love for who you are as a person, who they are as a person. It's impossible to have that kind of true love, unconditional love, unworried love for anybody else, right? Because if you don't have that, your love that you could put onto someone else could be tainted with jealousy, with anger, resentment, even though you think it's love, but it's because you don't have complete self-love for yourself. So this book helps you start to understand how important it is to love yourself, because this is it. There's no second act. There's no other chance. Why not love what you've given, right? Because it's incredible. You could certainly make it better. You could certainly enjoy yourself more and have more growth, but you're starting with amazingness right now. You don't need anything else. You just need to come back to it. You just need to find that self-love and go from there. And that eliminates the fear, right? So when you are dying or when you are dead, it all gets erased, right? So that's where her near-death experience really wakens you up. It's an amazing book. It's written really well. It flows. It's an easy read. There's no scientific terms or anything that will be boring. It's an incredible book. Get it, read it. I'm Marina, the Trader Chick Vila Toro, and subscribe to my channel for more fun and important book reviews. Have you read this book? I'd love to hear what you felt about it. Have you read other books that are similar, near-death experiences, or just other books that have truly changed your life? I'd love to read it and experience it too. So comment below and subscribe now.